हाय गाइस, दिस इज ऋतिका फ्रॉम आइल्स रेसर्स और आज का वीडियो मैंने बनाया है आइल्स लिसनिंग टेस्ट पर. सो इन दिस वीडियो आई हैव कवर्ड अ पर्टिकुलर सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस दैट वी गेट इन आइल्स लिसनिंग एंड दैट इज sentence completion. I have covered almost all form of sentence completions that we get, be it simple fill in the blanks or maybe in form of tables or summary or flowchart. आपको क्या क्या मिलेगा इस वीडियो में? आप देखोगे हाउ टू रीड द क्वेश्चंस, हाउ टू प्रिडिक्ट द आंसर्स, what things you need to be careful while reading your questions and predicting your answers. So watch this video carefully and learn how to go for sentence completion in IELTS listening. Let's get started. Okay, so we are going to begin with listening task. See, there are different tasks in listening. If you want to know in detail about all these type of tasks, then you can watch my previous video where I have discussed each and every task in detail. So there are different tasks that we get. Multiple choice questions where multiple options are given and you need to choose the correct one. Then match the following, map, diagram or plans labeling. And lastly, what kind of questions you may get are sentence completion, which we are going to start today. So today I will tell you how you can address sentence completion. See, sentence completion comes in different forms. Like you may get a form, maybe in a form of note or a table, flowchart, or maybe summary completion. So in any form, you can get sentence completion in any of the section. Okay, so shall we start with this? So we will understand how to do sentence completion in IELTS. See, there are certain instructions that you need to take care of before approaching any question in listening. First of all is read the questions carefully. Yes, mark my words. Whatever the questions you are getting, no matter sentence completion or MCQ or whatever the questions you are getting, make sure that you are reading each and every question carefully. It doesn't mean that you are reading just for the sake of reading. You need to understand the context of the question, that what you need to hear in the audio. Okay, after that, if in case of sentence completion, then definitely focus on the words which are before and after the blanks. At certain times, when we focus on these words, we get to know the answer. We can predict the answer. For example, if just before your blank "an" is written, so we are sure that whatever the answer would be there after "an," it must sound a vowel, right? So these kind of things, the words which are written before the blank or after the blank, may help you to find your correct answer. Next, try to predict the answer while reading the questions. Sometimes you get such basic questions that you can predict the answers. For example, suppose a hotel, okay, and they are saying in the audio, the easiest way to book your tickets for our entertainment night by dash. So maybe we can predict like ticket booking, the easiest way, it can be online, right? So this is how you can make some predictions after reading the questions. Now, always make sure when you are doing your listening test, you are picking up the exact phrases and numbers. You are not supposed to change the words, no matter whether they are synonyms or not. But we will be writing the exact word that we are listening in the audio. Last, again, the most important thing, the word limit. In each and every question, you will get a word limit. IELTS will give you the instructions that how many words, 1 word, 2 word, no more than this, no more than that. So you need to follow that word limit. If you are surpassing the word limit, then definitely you will lose your band. Okay, so whatever the instructions are given, like what is to be done in the question. For example, if it is a multiple choice question and they are saying, write down the correct letter A, B or C. But instead of writing A, B, C, you are writing the entire option, then definitely it will hamper your band score. Okay, so follow each and every instruction carefully. So now let us move on to first exercise. See, these are the sentence completion. Now read. First of all, what you will do is, as I said, we will read the instructions. Now, what are the instructions? Write one word and or a number. What does it mean? That either your answer will be one word, or it can be a number, or it can be a combination of both, because they have written and here, one word and a number. So it can be a combination, it can be one word, or it can be a number. So this is how our answers will go. Okay, now I will tell you how you can read the questions. So basically this extract I have taken, the sentence completion I have taken from IELTS listening section 1. Okay, so these are the 7 questions that I have taken from section 1. So let us see kaise padhna hai humko. Okay, so now what is this? It is a Go Travel booking form. Okay, so ये Go Travel नाम का कोई firm है, and it is the booking form of that. Okay, now see, first question is, what the first question is saying, they are asking the name. So dash Anna. So whatever the first name would be. Okay, so we need to hear the name. Of course, you cannot predict the name. So we know that we need to hear the name. Now, second is, what they are asking is source of inquiry. Saw and dash. Now see, and means whatever the answer would be here, it should sound with a vowel, right? Now, saw and dash in Holiday World magazine. Okay, so like if we want to predict the answer, then definitely we can say the person must, saw an advert. So a word related to that maybe can be the answer. Now the next thing is, they are asking reference number. Here I would say, listen to the audio very carefully. Whatever the number they are saying, you need to be exact with that number. Now, number of people. Whenever they are having such kind of questions, be ready for distractors. Okay, most of the time, oftenly they use distractors. What they can say is like number of people. They won't directly tell you like 4 people, 5 people, or 6 people. Maybe they can, tweak the conversation. Like initially we were the 6 friends who were planning to go on the trip, but now 2 out of those back out. So now the answer would be, initially they were 6 and 2 back out. So the answer would be 4. Neither 6 nor 2. The answer would be 4. So you need to be careful of such distractors. Okay. Now, preferred departure date. Again, you need to hear the audio carefully, and there are chances that they can use such kind of distractors again. That earlier we were planning to leave on this particular date, but later we are now planning to go on this date. So be aware of the distractors and follow the audio carefully. Again, the number of nights. It would be a number. We need to listen that how long they are going to spend. Now, type of insurance. It would be a word. Now we need to listen like what type of insurance they are choosing. Again, in such kind of questions, there are high chances that they can use distractors. Maybe they will give you 3 to 4 types of insurance and they will say, okay, I believe C insurance would be better. No, D one I should take. Oh, I'm confused. I think B should be fine. So the answer is B. Neither C or D. The answer is B type of insurance. Right. So this is how you are supposed to read the questions and predict the answer before listening to the audio. So shall I play the audio now? Yes. Now I'm playing the audio. Listen to it carefully to find out the correct answer. Here we go.
Part 1.
You will hear a woman telephoning a travel agent to book a holiday. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 7. You should answer the questions as you listen because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully to the first part of the conversation and answer questions 1 to 7.
Hello, you're through to Go Travel. This is Darren speaking. How may I help you today?
Hello, I'm calling to book a holiday.
Great. May I take your name, please?
Yes, it's Greaves, Anna Greaves.
Is that G-R-E...
No, Grieves. And Anna is with double N.
Right. Thank you, Anna. Now, we're delighted you've called us. Can I ask where you heard about us?
It was your advertisement in one of the magazines.
Was it Holiday World?
Oh, yes, that's the one.
Good, thank you. It's useful to know.
Of course.
And did you have a particular holiday in mind, or was it a general inquiry?
I think I've chosen. I like the look of the one with the code FT4551. The right destination and the prices seem reasonable.
Right. Now, was it for yourself only, or...
Oh no, I want to go with a couple of friends, so there'd be 3 of us going.
OK. Now, there's a choice of dates, as you know.
Yes, I think, well, we've got to be back by the end of August. So if we say going on August the 16th, that would work fine.
No problem. And you can also choose the length of your holiday. There's, let's see, 7, 11 or 14 nights.
We thought the middle one would be great. Longer would be nice, of course, but...
Maybe next year.
Yes.
And you do need to have insurance.
Uh-huh.
With 3 levels, Standard, Super and Super Plus.
Standard seems a bit basic. Let's say Super. That should be sufficient.
Fine.
Okay. So this was the audio and we have found all the answers. The first one, initially what happened, the men said the wrong spelling and then the girl corrected and said the correct spelling. In case of spelling, be sure what you are listening because we need to write the same. Now, in the second, the girl said advertisement. Next, she said the code and then directly they said there were 3 people. Now, for the dates also, they were quite sorted. Now, here they used one distractor. The man gave 3 choices for 11, 14. Okay, and the girl said longer holidays are better, but maybe the next year. So she chose the middle one. So you need to hear the audio carefully. What 3 numbers the man said. So the middle one was 11. So I wrote 11 here. In the same way in insurance, he mentioned 3 types of insurance and the girl said standard is basic. I believe super is fine. So the answer would be super. Okay, so this is how you are supposed to find your answers in sentence completion. Hope you people are clear with this. Now begin with the new set of questions. Here the sentence completion are in the form of table. Okay, so a table is given. तो सबसे पहले हमको क्या करना है? We need to go through the instructions. Write one word or a number. What does it mean? That either the answer would be one word or it will be a number. Okay, so what they are talking about? They are talking about a social activity program. Now quickly have a look on the question because you won't get much time to read your questions. Okay, so day, time, I need to see the name of program and place. Okay, cool. So here Monday, the time is there. Program is singing with guitar and I need to see maybe another program or something. A venue is Gibson Hall and the another venue that they will be talking about. Okay, now they will move on to Tuesday. Here I need to listen the time and I'll make sure that I will write the time in the format the way it is given here. Okay, next. Okay, so they will talk about tennis and where it is, Wembley in dash. Some place would be there. Now 25th and 26th. So basically the name of program I need to hear, what it would be and the day. Cool. So should I play the audio? Yes. Listen to it carefully.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 26. Hi, Wolfgang.
Ah, Mary, how are you?
Oh, fine. How's it going? Have you just had a class?
Yes, I just finished my listening class. It was a little bit difficult.
Yeah. It's always difficult when you first arrive somewhere. I found it quite hard when I first arrived. But you know what really made a difference? Was going on these social activities that the college arranges for you. It kinda gives you a chance to practice your English, and
I've heard that the college is pretty good about organising those kinds of things. How do I find out about it?
well, I've just picked up a schedule today. Let's have a look at it. Here it is.
What is it? A schedule for this week or?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Okay, yeah. Maybe we can do some things together, in fact.
Yeah, that would be great. So,
Let's see. What are they doing tonight? Monday night?
well, they've got singing with guitar. So I went to this last week.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's quite good fun.
Is it pretty good?
Yeah.
What do they do? Do they have a concert or?
They teach you, modern and traditional songs.
Well, I'm not much of a singer, but,
Oh, come on. You should go. It's really good fun.
well, I suppose it'd be a good way to practice my English.
Yeah, 'cause you learn kind of British folk songs and things. It's really interesting.
Oh, but look at that. That starts at 8. But I notice at 9 o'clock there's a late night coach to Cambridge for a film. I think I'd want to go to try that. What time does this singing thing finish? Do you know?
Oh, well, usually it kind of lasts about 2 hours. But I mean, we can always leave earlier. They don't mind.
Oh, okay. So we can do both then?
Yeah, so
Right. So that's at 9 o'clock. Yeah.
what movie is it? Let me see.
Oh, it's Rocky. Have you seen it?
Rocky? Oh, that's the one with Richard Dreyfuss, isn't it?
Richard Dreyfuss? No, it's Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, yes, I remember now. American movie. Yes, I haven't seen that. I want to see that. Good, let's go to that.
All right. Oh, okay. Oh, did you see on Tuesday that there's a tennis tournament?
Tennis? What time is that?
Well, that's at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Where is it? Is it on campus or...
No, it's at Wembley, so that's in London.
Oh, so it's pretty far away then. What time will it be coming back?
The coach gets back at midnight.
Oh, midnight. Well, tell you what, I think maybe I'd better cancel on that because I've got a class Wednesday morning, and I'm afraid at about 8:30. I'm afraid if I came back that late, I probably would. I'd be very tired in class, and actually, I'm more into football myself anyway.
Oh, football. Well, did you see there's a football match on Wednesday?
Oh yeah. Well, who's playing? Let's see.
Oh, it's England and Brazil.
Oh, I really want to see that. Would you like to go together?
Yeah, sure. What time is it?
Let me see. It says 15:30. So that would be 3:30.
3:30, huh?
Now, I have a lecture right after lunch on Wednesday at 1:30.
Uh-huh. What lecture's that?
Oh, well, there's a journalist coming from the BBC. He's going to talk about his experiences as a foreign correspondent.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
So here initially they started with the Monday, and the girl talked about singing with guitar. However, the boy was talking about another event, that was film. And in a single line he said Cambridge and film both. So these are the answers. After that, they talked about Tuesday tennis, 4 o'clock, and then London. And then later they talked about what is the program on Wednesday, and it was football. So you need to be careful, okay, while listening to the questions, because whenever you go on to section 3 or 4, they speak a lot. So you need to stay focused and synchronize your audio and your text where it is going. Now here, when you see the time, okay, now see the answers. As I said, that you're supposed to write the answer in the same format. They said 4 o'clock. So at that time, because I need to go with the audio, I wrote 4 o'clock. Now, what I'll do is I'll convert it and I will write the answer like this. Because the instructions are a number or one word, I cannot write like this, a number and words. Okay, so I converted it in this format now. Got it? So I hope you are clear with the tables now. Let us start with the another type of sentence completion, and these are summary completion. This extract I have taken from your listening section 4. And so first of all, what we are going to do is we are going to read the instructions. What the instructions are saying, write one word only. Okay. So whatever will be the answers, there will be one word, not any number or more than one word. Now what they are going to talk about? They are going to talk about production of rice. Okay, great. So we need to hear about the production of rice. Now see, many of the students say that this one is the trickiest part. The section 4 is the trickiest. I believe why this is the trickiest, because usually you get such summary completion type questions here, and they speak a lot in section 4. बहुत ज़्यादा आपका concentration और focus का ज़रूरत है यहाँ पे, बहुत सारा बोलते हैं, तो in between what happened ना, many of the students they lost the flow of the audio and the text. तो सबसे ज़्यादा problem यहाँ पर आता है. आप distance देख रहे हो, this is your first dash. If you will see the first answer you will find here, and then after so many this, then 2 answers you will find together. So you need to be prompt enough to find out these 2 answers together. In the same way, then they will speak, then you will find this, and then they will speak a lot, and then again 2 answers are quite closer. So this is how it will go. So you need to be prompt. So let us read. Okay, so rice gives more food dash per hectare. So rice is giving something more than the other cereal crops. So we need to listen what it should be. Okay, now see this, 100%. You can keep it as a keyword, right? When you will see the audio 100%, so you should be able to, mark these things. Like, yes, the audio has reached up to here. The audio has reached up to 30% now. Now it's time to listen to your next answers. So these kind of words or numbers will help you to relate the text with the audio. Now, land area has only increased by 30% due to the need for wetland. So availability of the land is quite limited by dash type and dash supply. So there is something, type of which, and what is to be supplied for a crop. We need to listen to it. Now the dry land varieties gives poorer yields and poorer dash. Okay, so what they're saying is that rice is for wetland. If the dry land, then the variety gives poorer yields and they have poorer dash. So after the yield, there is something which is also poorer. Okay, now no weed killers have been developed yet that do not harm the main crop. Okay, heavy machines are unable to work in paddy fields. So most rice is grown by dash. Okay, so machines are not working. So most of the rice is grown manually maybe. So some options related to that. Now China and dash. So another country name, China and that particular country are the 2 most leading producers of rice. Okay, now when we have understood the question, so shall we start the audio? Yes. Now here we go and I'm playing the audio. Listen to it carefully.
I'll return to the subject of rice production. What do we know about rice production? Well, firstly, rice produces more food energy per hectare than any other cereal grain and almost as much protein per hectare as wheat. Secondly, the production of rice has more than doubled in the last 40 years. How has this increase in production come about? Mainly as a result of improved field yields. The actual land area planted in rice has only risen by about 30%. As you know, rice is primarily grown in flooded fields, and therefore cultivation area is restricted by the sort of soil and the availability of water. Although rice can be grown on dry land, it is essentially after all a type of grass. The yields and quality in this case are much lower, and other grasses and weeds can easily overtake the rice. As yet, there are no herbicides that can selectively kill other grass types without killing the rice. Much of the world's rice is still grown and cultivated by hand, because for mechanized farming, the land must be able to be drained and hold heavy equipment. Of the total rice production, it's no surprise to learn that the greatest proportion by far is grown and consumed in Asia. You will see from the chart that the leading producers of rice are China at around 39%, followed by India with a quarter of the total. Indonesia produces almost 1/10, and other countries like Bangladesh, Vietnam, Thailand, Japan and Brazil grow another 25, almost 26% of the total.
So here we have done with the audio and we have marked the answer. Like they spoke a lot. The man, he spoke a lot, but there were certain points that acted as landmark. See, first, in the first line only they were having the answer, rice gives more food energy. After that, they didn't talk about 100% anywhere. Okay, they talked about better yields. Also, if you have noticed, they did paraphrasing. Like better yields ko, they said improved yields. Limited ko, they said restricted. Okay, so we need to take care of such things. Understanding the paraphrasing is very important so that you can relate with the things. Flooded land, instead of wet, they use the word flooded. Limited, restricted. Then they said for soil and water supply. Now they talked about dry lands, and they didn't talk about like this, poorer yield and poorer quality. They said poorer yield and quality. They said it together. Now, no weed killer, they talked about this. And here in heavy machine case, they didn't use the word like this. They said mechanized. Okay, and initially they start with the answer. They didn't start with heavy machines. How they started? They started directly with the answer, like even today, like it is grown by hand because mechanized things, and then they carried out with the conversation. After that, I was able to somehow predict the answer. China, like when they talked about Asian countries, so it was quite predictable. Like China was written here, so India should be there. Okay, but don't go for your assumptions. Don't go for prediction the way I did. Always listen to the audio and then only mark the answer. So China and India were the two most leading producers of rice. So this is how you are supposed to do it. But definitely, yes, it requires practice. So don't be lazy and keep practicing. These are the next set of questions that we are going to do today. Basically, these are again the sentence compilation and in the form of flowchart. Okay, so let us go through the set of questions. The instruction is one word. Okay, now they are talking about some open day competition. So let us see what are the questions. Step 1 is find portal photos dash on campus on open day. Okay, so we need to find something. Be photographed stepping through the portal. Okay, there is nothing to find out. Now step 3, give contact dash. I can predict this can be details, name and email address. Yes. Step 4, visit the university Facebook page and Instagram maybe. I don't know. Okay, so these are the predictions that we have made. Now this thing is very clear that the answer would be one word. So should I play the audio? Yes, I'm playing the audio and listen to it carefully.
Now listen and answer questions 28 to 30.
How do visitors enter the competition on Open Day?
Well, firstly, they have to make their way to the portal photo booth on campus.
Okay, a bit like a treasure hunt to start with.
Yes, and then they get their photo taken stepping through the portal.
And they'll have to write down their details. You know, name, phone number, email. No, hang on. Let's keep it simple. Just name and email address should do.
Then after, say, the 30th of July, people can visit the university Facebook page and vote for their favorite photo.
So the photo with the most votes wins.
Yes, I think that should generate quite a bit of interest.
Okay, so this is easy. I found it really simple. Actually, 3 blanks were there. So they clearly said portals, photo booth. Then the way we predicted, give contact details. And lastly, they said visit university Facebook page and vote your favorite picture. Now, when the answer was one word, so I chose the word vote, the action they need to do on Facebook page. Okay, so this is it with the sentence completion today. Okay, so this is it from my side today. I hope you people are clear that how to attempt the sentence completion in your IELTS listening test. But yes, never ever forget the key to score higher band in your IELTS is practice. Okay, so never ever skip that. Exam वाले दिन कोई magic नहीं होने वाला है. So daily practice करो एक listening test to get a higher band. Okay, I hope you found this video helpful. If you guys have any questions, any doubts, any suggestions for us, and any next topic that you want me to make a video, then put your comments in the comment box. Also, to check out our most comprehensive IELTS courses, do check the description box. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.